Welcome to another updates video for March 2020. First we'll go through the new features, then through the various fixes that have been applied. Added the external code field to the employee, department, position, and job code fields. The external code field will only appear if one of the integration policies are on. The purpose of the external code is to add greater flexibility in integrating with third-party systems. Added a new integration policy, 7 shifts. With this policy enabled, Advanced Tracker can integrate with the 7 shifts scheduling software. In the exception analysis report, we added 4 new columns: in and out scan coordinates and in and out scan IP. When clocking in from mobile devices or a computer, this will display the coordinates and the IP address of the device used. Change the title on the menu under Setup Schedule Patterns to Employee Schedule Patterns. Under Schedule Patterns, added a bucket filter to be able to filter out patterns that are displayed in the Schedule Patterns window to reduce the number of patterns shown on the list. In the attendance exception analysis, added a new option to output time as instances. With this enabled, it will report the number of occurrences that, for example, a vacation occurred versus how many hours of vacation was scheduled. Here we can see the number of instances that the code vacation occurred. When setting the attendance exception analysis to summarize, we added a new option, do not include percentages header. In the setup of time banks, there is the optional field for the minimum warning and maximum warning. We have now created a new email alert which can look at these fields and provide an email notification when the employee reaches that threshold. In the alert setup screen, we can choose the criteria for time bank balance, and then we can choose the criteria. So here above the maximum warning, if I had set my maximum warning for vacation to be 80 hours, once an individual employee exceeds that amount, it would trigger an email notification to tell me who the employee was and that they had surpassed the maximum warning. Under Operations, we added a new feature, Record Export. The Record Export allows for exporting data out of the database into an Excel sheet. There are 2 modes. We have Detailed and Summary. Detailed will provide line-by-line transactions, where the Summary will summarize and total. We can choose the different record types. We can select a date range down here, and on the right hand side we can select columns to be included. Hitting export will prompt to either download the file or email if you're on the hosted platform. Once you hit send, it will then send the attachment to your email. The employee search button now defaults to the both setting. The both setting allows you to search by either the employee number or the name. In the employee batch edits, added options for rate source and position previous hours override source. Added a new option in the payroll export audit report to be able to include the employee status code. That's all for the new features. We will now go through the various fixes that have been applied. Fixed an error that could occur while trying to print while in the preview mode of the position list report. The time transaction analysis set to detailed will now output daily totals if a single employee is selected. Fixed an issue in the payroll export audit report where the days column would be cut off when outputting to PDF. Fixed an error that could occur while trying to print the seniority list from the preview menu. The detailed time transaction analysis now orders and groups correctly. The attendance exception analysis no longer combines employee totals. The employee click and pick report now shows the correct rate when the customer is set up for step rates by position.